How you doing? What's going on? Welcome to Daily Fuel. I am Bobby. I'm the host of this group, and this is the Spiritual Artist Group. This is Daily Fuel. Let me get this going. In case Ecamm still isn't showing me, it says Amy is watching. Hi, Amy. How are you? So if you're watching in the replay, then let me know that you're here. Put hashtag replay. Hector put hashtag respawn. That was cool. I like that. Hashtag anything you like. Make one up. They're always a lot of fun for me. Anyway, I don't know if you guys care, but I like them. I go back and I look. And Robin is here. Hi, she says, with what are those, leaves? So yeah, if you're joining live, then please, you can start commenting now and let me know that you're here. And Marcia is here. I see Marcia now. That's great. Happy Tuesday, Bobby. Thank you, Marcia. And Mikey says, hello, I see you. And Robin says, got my first shot today. Oh, cool. Excellent. Well done. All right, just another minute. I'm having a weird kind of a day today. My car broke down, wouldn't start, and my wife was out with it, and luckily she was only like a mile from the house, so I was able to walk over there and help her and call AAA, and they couldn't get it started, so I had to have it towed over to the place. And I've been waiting for the guy to call me and tell me what's wrong with it, but apparently they're closed now, and I never got that call. So anyway, I was just saying to somebody today that I feel like these things, they seem like inconveniences in the moment, and it's just like, why did that happen? But I feel like they're gifts from the universe, even if I don't know what the heck the gift is. And I wish I had a gift receipt, but I'm sure that there's a reason and that it's a good thing, and in the end it'll all work out. But, it was just inconvenience today, and I felt a little frazzled from it. That's why, I don't know if you even noticed, but usually I try to post my post about what Daily Fuel is going to be about earlier in the day, but I didn't even do it till like 2 hours ago because I finally got back. So that's it. I'm going to get started now. Robin's here, Amy's here, Ray's here. Hi, Ray. How you doing? And unwanted moments. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, let's get started. Vision is a big one for me. I think I've done one on vision before, but I always have different things to say about it. This week I've been focusing mostly on business stuff. I ran a poll a week or two ago and asked what topics you guys want me to talk about, and by far and away that the two biggest ones that people voted for were starting or running an art-based business and attracting an audience for your art. So I kind of combined the two because whether you want to sell your art, attracting an audience is a major part of running a business. So I'm kind of doing them all this week. And then as I started doing them today and writing what it was going to be about, I realized, boy, I have a lot of topics to talk about. This might take more than a week. So anyway, there's a couple of parts to this. For me, before I get really into the nitty gritty of having a business, running a business, leaping into a business, or starting a business, or any of those things, there's a lot of the mindset stuff. And so yesterday I talked about confidence, having confidence in your own self and your own worth. Because if you don't have that and you try to sell stuff, you're going to sell yourself short. So if you missed that one, go watch it. But today I want to talk about, whenever you see people have a business or something, you've heard of like a business mission statement, right? So the mission is what you hope to accomplish with your business, what the business is about, the reason you're in business. And a lot of people write boilerplate ones like to ensure the quality for our customers and all that crap, and it means nothing because you didn't start a business to have quality for customers. Why? That's not why you start a business. Other people already have quality. Nobody was like, I really wish a business would open and give me quality things. No, that's not what they say. They expect that. That's like standard. You better be quality, otherwise they're not going to come back. So don't do that. So the mission is what you want to accomplish. But the vision, I think, is the thing people should really focus on, because that's what it looks like when you're accomplishing it. That's what the last week I called it your candle in the darkness. That thing when sometimes you can get really stuck in the minutia of the day-to-day of your business, of your life, of your art, and you can't even figure, should I do this or should I do this? Well, which one is pointing you towards that candle in the darkness? That's the one to do, and that's what the purpose of a vision is to steer you there. So I have three things, and I just kind of said the first one. But before I get to that, you've heard me talk about time jumping before. And for me, the thing I like about a vision is that it's almost like a reverse time jump, whereas you're talking to that future version of you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a time jump, as I call it, that is when you can do it in meditation, or if however you can kind of get into that energy zone that you get into, and you can sort of talk to that future version of yourself and ask, what is the rhythm of where you are? What is the feeling of where you are? Not specifically like, what do I have to do tomorrow to get to where you are, but like, what does it feel like to have the life that I want, that you have, because you're in the future. You're the future version of me. And then you can kind of get the answer in feelings, and then your job is to then practice those feelings, even though you don't have the things yet that'll make you feel that way. Law of attraction, right? But a reverse time jump is almost like, I'm going to talk to that future version of me, except instead of asking what is the feeling of it, I'm going to tell them what the vision is. I'm going to tell them what I want it to look like when I get there, because you're the one who gets to decide. We're not puppets here. We're the pilot, we're the navigator, we're everything. So the reverse time jump is you tell that future version of you, I want it to look like this, and I want it to look like that, and I want it to feel like this, and I want it to feel like that. And you can decide those things, and then you practice them. So that's the reverse time jump, to sort of paint this vision of your future. And you can use that for your business, you can use that for your art. And so the three things are, number one, that having that vision keeps you on track. I already have said this one, right? It's that candle in the dark that I said. It's a lighthouse. It's a beacon, so that when you don't know like what you're doing, or why do I even have this business, or anything that's all of the self-doubt stuff, that beacon is your call to where you're supposed to look for the answer. It's not in any of these places. It's not in what this guy told you. It's not in what these people want. It's there. So that's one. Number two is it directs your brand. So when we hear the word brand, a lot of you may think of like McDonald's or Home Depot, like brand names, or, the stuff you buy in supermarkets and stuff. But a brand is really just what people think of you. That's all that a brand is. It's just what people think of you. And for most of us, it's people that see our art, or it's people that buy from our business, or it's the people that we interact with for whatever the thing is that you're trying to create here. And for most people that interact with you, their image of your brand is based on their past interactions. It's the past. So they bought something from you, you delivered, they like it, and now that's your brand in their mind. And if you do that with enough people, then eventually you get a brand that's an aggregate of everybody's energy of what they think of you. And since you're you all of the time, usually it's assumable, I would say, that most people are going to have a similar brand. There are going to be outliers. There's somebody that you just did an amazing thing for, that they love you more than most people do. Or there's somebody that you made a mistake, or you screwed them over, or whatever, and it's like they think you're the biggest loser in the world. It happens, right? So, we don't really worry about the outliers, but the aggregate energy is your brand of what people think of you. But the vision is what you think of you. And the nice thing about a vision is that it's not based on your past interactions. It's based on your future. It's based on what you want to create. And even though all of these other people have this aggregate idea of what you used to be, your vision is what you can be on your best day. And it is so much more powerful than all of those others. And so as you hone in on that, as you create energy around that, and more people start interacting with you in your business, or you're seeing your art, they're going to feel that energy. Even if you don't have to say it to them, you don't have to articulate it to them, they're just going to feel it, and they're going to know it. And that is going to drive that's going to direct what their vision of you is even more than a single interaction, because that interaction will be painted the colors of this vision that you have, that you are just like beaming out through your third eye, whatever, right? So it's energy. That's what a brand is. It's energy, and you have the ability to create it through your vision. And number 3 is what the result of all of this is. It keeps you on track, and it directs other people to see things the same way. So what's the result of that? Well, if you're on track, you're happy, right? You're moving forward. You're feeling that forward momentum. Life is great, and you are happy. Yeah, you can still have days where your car doesn't start, and that's a bummer, but that doesn't mean my life is unhappy. That just means that, well, maybe something cool is going to come out of this, only I don't know what it is yet. And that's how I'm choosing to see this thing. Maybe tomorrow I'll be like, hey guys, remember when I said my car broke down? Well, somebody gave me a new one. Like, who knows, right? That'd be great, right? So happy you. That's one result. But even more important, well, not really more important, that's the more important one, but really good is that because you're directing that brand image for other people to see, you're going to be attracting the people that are a really good fit for you. Because if you're directing the brand through your vision and they're feeling that energy, the only people who are going to want to be around you are the people that vibe with that and are like, that's cool. And people who are like, nah, I don't really like that, they're going to go away. But if you're trying to create a brand or an energy around what you think other people want, then you're going to be giving them a false energy reading of yourself, and you're going to attract people who like that, and then they get to know you and realize you're not that. And now you've got a bad brand going because they're like, he said he was this, but he's really this. And I don't like this. I liked this, promised me this, gave me this, you know? And what this is what the real you is. You got to promise the real you. You got to exude the real you, because then you're on track and you're only attracting people around you who are like, the real you is cool. And that is what a vision is. Okay, let's all take a breath. I don't know if you need one, but I do. So let's see who we got. Robin and Marsha and Mikey and Robin and Amy. Hello, everyone. Yep. And Ray. I said hi. And one-on-one moments. Here's where we were. The gift is you learning how to handle stuff. Oh, that's a great idea, right? Because I said the car broke down, and I feel like that could be a gift, and I don't know what it is. The gift is me learning how to handle stuff, and maybe that is it. That's a lame gift. No, I'm kidding. That's great. And hello, that's Crimson Rose. Crimson is here. Hello, Crimson. How are you? Nice to see you here today. Robin, vision is a good one. Thank you. Mikey says, vision is seeing with the eyes of your heart. Yeah, that's really cool, right? Oh, I like that. Vision is seeing with the eyes of your heart. I like that. I wish, I'll think of something later. I'll be like, I should have said this. But I like that. Thank you, Mikey, for that. What happened? The whole thing moved. Robin says, vision is more than what the word is in itself. The vision as what the eyes see, but the vision that is all encompassing the whole of who you are and what you are trying to create and or portray. Right, exactly. You know what? That goes hand in hand with what Mikey said. It's the seeing with the eyes of your heart. To me, a vision. This is why this tripped me up. To me, a vision isn't just seeing with the eyes of your heart. It's projecting. That's what it is. That's what the idea of a vision is. It's like, because Robin just said there's the vision that you can see, right? Like, oh, I open my eyes and I have vision, right? But there's also the projection. And I would say, Mikey, that it's not just seeing with the eyes in your heart, but it's projecting from your heart. That's how I would put it. But I think we're on the same page with the intention behind that. So very good. Robin then says, "Oh, I just had a thought." Like, I love how you have to write, "Oh, I just had a thought," instead of just writing what your thought is in the comments. It's like, wait a minute, hold the phone. I hope you're laughing with me. I'm not making fun of you. Oh, I just had a thought. Like, I think that maybe my vision is becoming more apparent to people. Like, the first few times I put out my abstract art, people weren't getting it. But after I kept posting more and more, I'm finding that those same people are now liking my things. Like maybe they see my vision as a whole. Yes, and it's even the same people, right? So you start putting something out. All right, here's how I would see that. You start putting some things out, and let's tie this with yesterday's with confidence, right? And maybe this is 100% correct, maybe this is kind of correct, but here's how I kind of see it. You start putting some new things out, okay? And when they're new, you don't have the language for it yet. You don't have the experience behind it yet. You don't have that. You know when you do something that you've done a million times, you can just do it without even thinking about it. And it's like, oh, watch me do this. Right, done. But the first time you go to do something, you're like, oh, step one, you got to reading the directions and figuring it out. And meanwhile, it's, putting two Lego pieces together. It's kind of relatively easy for somebody who's done it before, but it's new to you, so you don't really have the confidence behind it yet. And not having the confidence behind it doesn't mean that you think you stink. It just means that I haven't done this enough times yet to just know that I own this. So you make this new kind of art and you're showing it to people and they're seeing it, but they're seeing it colored in the lens of this vibe you're putting out about it. I don't have the confidence behind it yet. I don't really have the vision of where I'm taking it yet. I'm kind of maybe experimenting with it. This is a new idea and I don't have it articulated yet. I can't tell you that I'm going to accomplish this with this thing that I'm doing. Then you do another one, and you do another one, and you do another one, and another one, and another one. And before you know it, that confidence is building. You're getting a flow with it, and you're realizing that, wow, look at this first one that I made. That was terrible. I had to learn all these other techniques and things, but now look what I'm doing, But it came from that thing. And so now you've got the confidence is growing because you've done this before, and now you're feeling the value of it, and you're feeling your worth through it, and you're getting a vision of where you're going with it. Even if it's not like, I am going to create this piece of art and I'm going to, fix racial equality on the planet. Like, it doesn't have to be some vision of fixing something. It could just be a vision of harmony or peacefulness or love or anything. It could just be a feeling like, man, when I do this, it creates this in me and I am projecting that out into the world. That's what a vision is. And then when those people see your later abstract work, they are now seeing it colored through the lens of this new vision, this new energy that you're projecting to them. And you're like, the first time you were like, hey, look at this. I'm trying something new. What do you think? And, the energy is not there yet. But now you're like, check this out. And they're like, whoa, because it could even be the same piece. Maybe you just touched it up a little bit, but now your energy is completely different. Thanks, Robin. That was great. I just had a thought. It was the perfect thought. I just did a whole second Daily Fuel on that. Marcia says, to create my vision, I use colored index cards for notes and a vision board to encompass visually what I'm trying to create. I don't feel it. Usually it's easy to switch things. If I don't feel it, usually it's easy to switch things around, right? So you're talking about a vision board of some kind where you can literally create a vision that you could see of what you're doing, and then you can swap things out, you can move them around, you can rearrange them to fit better. That's perfect. If a vision board is a tool that helps you to articulate your vision to yourself. See, we don't need to articulate our vision to other people. It's not important that I come here and I tell you, I have this vision for my business and this is it. That's not really important because you might be like, that's cool, right? But the energy behind my vision or your vision is contagious because the energy is universal. It's just like, I want to create this thing because this makes me feel amazing. I like to feel amazing too. Well, check out my work and you're going to feel amazing through it if our amazings vibe. But if I have a specific thing that I want to make happen in the world, you don't really have to be into that, but you have to kind of vibe with my energy. And so Marcia is using vision boards to create that energy and to feel it through that. And when she's not feeling it, she can be like, oh, well, I don't really like this thing anymore. And this thing goes over here and now I feel it again. Nice. Yes, I'm laughing. LMAO. Cool. I'm glad. Thank you. I love that Marcia says, is that Crimson again? Yes. And Robin says, when I first put things out, I felt like people thought I was crazy. Like, is her stuff really art? Yeah, right? And now they look forward to seeing what I will put out next. It's so cool for me. I love it. That's awesome. And I'm not going to explain that whole thing again, but it's exactly that. You've learned how to articulate your vision for yourself, and you're just creating with more confidence and more clarity on the direction that you're going. And the people around you who like that are feeling it and saying so. So kudos to you. Amy says, my vision gets tweaked as I think more and more about how I want it to be, and I'm feeling real joy about it. That's awesome, right? You can revisit your vision often. You could do it every day. The way Marcia said with the vision board, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be in your mind through meditation, out on a walk, exercise, whatever. Anything that you can do that kind of gets you out of your daily routine so that you can let your brain just kind of get in that flow state. Well, now you're in the place where the vision is alive. So yeah, my vision gets tweaked and I think more and more about it, how I want it to be, and I'm feeling real joy about it. That's the answer. When you can get to a place where you're feeling joy about your vision, that's you looking in that direction. You're actually moving in that direction. You're golden. You're good. All right. Whew. Yeah, that was good. I like that. I felt the energy of that one. Thank you, guys. I was feeling a little down from the car thing, but this perked me up. Now I'm going to go upstairs and I'm all perked up. Okay. Well, guys, as usual, what does that say? Robin is watching. I don't understand why it says Robin is watching now. Did you leave and come back and it says you're watching? And how come it just says you're watching? Like all these other people who comment, it doesn't say they're watching. I don't understand how that works. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. As always, I always appreciate it. And thank you. So, Amy, you get the booby prize today, right? There's no more things. Yesterday, I left and then I went back to the thing and there were like 3 or 4 more comments that never popped up. Robin, glad to perk you up. Thank you. Yeah, all right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll continue this with something else, and I'll give you an update on the car. I never saw I'm watching. No, it shows it to me on my phone. I don't know. Amy, I sent you a car. With our postal system, your great-grandkids will enjoy it. Amy's in the UK. I'm in New York in the United States, and she sent me something in the mail months ago, and it was the booby prize that's on that. Yeah, that. And she sent that to me and a couple of other little things. And it arrived, was it months later? It was really funny. I forgot it was coming, and I got the thing one day. I'm like, what is this? And I opened it up. It's like, oh my God, I forgot about this. So yeah, so now we joke about that. And now you know what the joke is. And that took way too long to explain. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. I will see you tomorrow. And Amy, you're still the last comment again. So there. Thanks. Bye.